Farm News Media presents Farm News 5.
On behalf of Michigan agriculture and the numerous commodities that are represented here today, welcome to the 14th annual Ag Day at the Capitol.
Ag Day at the Capitol showcased Michigan's diverse ag industry. Legislation has been introduced to help small farmers grow their businesses, and Michigan Ag Commodities' Chris Betts has a look at market activity. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
Celebrating Michigan's food and agricultural industry was the focus of the 14th Annual Food and Agriculture Day at the Capitol. The event brought close to 30 commodity organizations to the Capitol Rotunda to educate legislators on the state's diverse agriculture industry.
The governor dedicates March every year as Agriculture Month. I mean, we've got a lot to celebrate in this industry. The fact that we've got over 300 commodities, $100 billion impact on the state, 50,000 farmers every day. They get up and they do their best to help feed Michigan and feed the world. And we want to take some time to think about them and think about the work that they do every day to keep us all fed and keep this state of Michigan economy moving forward.
The 2018 edition of the Michigan Agriculture magazine focuses on growing Michigan agriculture, and it features farm families and businesses from across the state. The magazine also pays tribute to women in agriculture, including MFB board member Bridget Leach and her daughter Kelly of Avalon Farms in Climax. Bipartisan legislation to preserve loan programs for small or beginning farmers was introduced last Friday. The announcement was made by U.S. Senator Gary Peters at Dreamwinds Dairy Farm in Ottawa County. The bill would ensure the USDA's Farm Service Agency loan program can fulfill its commitments to already approved loan applications.
The FSA program has proven successful. In fact, it's proven so successful that often it all gets used in a given year. So my legislation will increase the cap, give flexibility to increase that cap by 25% to help small farmers get the resources that they need to start that business.
From the bank's perspective, they don't want to give out a loan to somebody that's only been in business for 1 year, so their risk level is quite a bit higher. So having the FSA guarantee behind the loan that I was able to get allowed us to continue to move forward in the projects that we wanted to do to continue to expand.
Currently, there are more than 2,300 Michigan farms with FSA loans, totaling over $630 million. The Michigan Horse Council hosted the 35th Annual Michigan Horse Expo last weekend at the MSU Livestock Pavilion. The show drew almost 20,000 visitors over the course of the weekend to partake in a jam-packed agenda and sold-out trade show.
Well, we have several well-known clinicians, both from out of state and from Michigan. We have a Stallion Avenue with 10 or 11 different breeds of stallions, more than we've had in the last several years. There's a huge trade show geared entirely to equestrian interests, complete with horse trailers, barns, tack, anything that you can think of you'd want for a horse. I'm sure we have it.
Funds raised at the annual expo are used by the Michigan Horse Council to promote and protect the horse industry across the state. With a look at the latest market activity, here is Michigan Ag Commodities' Chris Betts.
Thanks, Janelle. A mixed week as the market seems to have digested the latest USDA WASDE report released last Thursday. Corn has turned more sideways despite a bullish WASDE. The USDA's optimistic 175 million bushel increase for U.S. exports, on top of a 50 million bushel increase for domestic ethanol use, figures to keep a grinding higher trend in place. However, traders are showing some skepticism as weekly export figures have been disappointing. Soybeans have been choppy on the week. Argentina weather continues to be supportive for soybeans. Some rain has popped up in forecasts for spots, but overall a dry trend remains. However, the rally of this fundamental driver has lost upward momentum. Bulls may need to hold out for a U.S. weather scare for another leg higher. Little fresh news has left wheat sideways to lower this week. Dry conditions in the plains remain supportive, with little relief in short-term forecasts. Export competition remains steep, with ample supplies around the world. For more market information, go to michag.com. With Michigan Agricultural Commodities, I'm Chris Betts.
For more news and video, visit MichiganFarmNews.com and the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.